Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Book of Demons. My name is Wilfred and today let's play some Book of Demons. I would like to show you the hard difficulties, a very interesting kind of like an ARPG card kind of games, and I would like to introduce this game to you in case you haven't seen it or played it before. So it is very much like the a little bit of Diablo kind of influence game. A lot of cards and stuff like that. Every game is different. I've got one of the game that I played a couple of days ago, and nothing much came out from it. And I've started another game. Like the first barrel that I opened, 2 legendary cards, and it was like, whoa. Well, true enough, I didn't get anything after those barrel, but it was an interesting experience. And I've also tried out many different builds because these games forces you to change your build, and also during the boss fight things will randomly happen and you just have to change your build anyhow. So that is really good. Just a quick update, I am at the level 44, so 6 more level to the level cap. And I've got a lot of stuff in the quadrant right now. I have 73 prizes in the quadrant. Now how this works is that if my character shall be defeated, I hope not, touch wood, in a dungeon, I lose all these prizes. Now 73 prizes I think would worth quite a number of cards, maybe some legendary ones as well. So I really wouldn't want to get defeated inside a dungeon. It's very exciting, and also I'll lose I think 30% of the gold here as well. So although right now, because it's still early access, gold may not be that relevant, but it's always not so nice to lose something. In terms of card wise, I've got quite a number of upgrades to legendary. I think one of the more interesting upgrades is a tight bell. So on its own, the bell on its own is not that fantastic. It's just the chance to dodge damage from skeletons and stun monster when being hit, and potion are more effective. So that is the and card cooldown reduction by 50% for those that are not potion, of course. So on itself it's not that interesting, but when we come to the legendary version of it, of course there are different level will buff it up differently. I've got this card to the left cannot be disabled, cards on the right cannot be disabled. So and it's kind of interesting because one card can protect 2 cards if I so wish to. At a higher difficulties, when the bosses curse your cards randomly, that could be rather interesting. Now today I would like to try Hell, which is kind of hard. But okay, they picked it up for me anyway. So I found that Maze is kind of alright. Catacomb, depending on kind of mobs, but Hell is the hardest I think, because there has been a lot of casters, and some of the mobs can be very strong as well. Some of these that you have to have anger management to it, but then when a few of them box you in because the summoners summon the mobs around you, 4 of them, and you got stuck there, man, I mean the best way to get out from it, just use a potion or use another spell that push everything away from you. So it's very exciting. There's a very some really scary moments even as I play this game rather experienced way. Now normally if I have time, normally I'll just do like a 35-minute very big dungeon. But for this video, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to commentate and it'll take a little bit time for me to explain things. So I'm not going to hold you guys up too long. I'm just going to do 3 levels perhaps. So 3 level, 4 level is about 15 minutes and kind of thing. So yep, 11 rewards. So I would like to just go for 11 rewards, and there will be cards and whatnot. So I'll just do 3, and there you go. Let's see. All my cards are being... No. So it's not that fantastic because I don't really use heal, and my heal is a common card, so I don't even have nice affixes to it. Phantom ring is also not that kind of useful because the ring itself, let's take a look at what it does. Slow effects are 50% shorter on me. Immunity to freeze for 10 seconds after being frozen. Chance to spawn icicle after killing a monster, 6% per monster heart. So chance to freeze monster colliding with any icicle, frozen monster, slow other monster on touch. I could be around this one in the sense that I could I could use a frozen flail. That is one option. So for example, I could actually look into this guy because I have a chance to freeze, slow target and get it frozen in a sense. But that is one option. Because I can freeze with this guy. And let's take a look at what I could do to see where things could be, because I don't think this is too. The heal is not the ideal because I've got for 20 seconds I will heal 1 heart every half a second. So all in all I heal 2 heart every second for 20 seconds, so 40 heart. So I can heal half back up in 20 seconds. So it's not that terrible, I would say. Let's just go along with what I normally rock me. I would like to have the red tier. So red tiers is basically a health potion, but it is a legendary version, and it's a very nice version because it gives me immunity for damage for 3 seconds after use. So whenever I use health potion for 3 seconds, I'm immune to any damage coming onto me. So that's good, provided that it doesn't get cursed by the boss. That's nice. Karma essence is nice as well because it helped me to remove poison, slow, freeze, stun, whatever it is, and it gives me a little bit of DPS when I use it. So that's fantastic. Normally I'll choose a bomb. Now, knowing that it's hell and it's going to be a lot of fire, I think what is more effective is either a sting bomb or a frozen one, because I think I'll go for frozen one because it kind of synergizes with this guy as well. Okay, so this synergizes it pretty nicely. My go-to trinity is going to be the shield, the heartbreaker. Okay, so I got shield, I got heartbreaker. So what it does is that shield help me to mitigate some of the incoming damage from the missile, but also deflect back. So it's very nice shield that I have here. Heartbreaker is the one that I've got it very long time ago, and it's one of my best. I love this one a lot because it helped me to sort of mitigate damage and sort of get some kind of like a health. Extra health when I'm being hit, so that's nice. I usually love that one. Another one nice is that so this one is the health regen, by the way, and the other one that I like also is the spawn hearts when I'm being hit. So that's beautiful as well. Now I'm thinking whether I should go with the tight bell because I can stun monster and the stun is not freeze, so it doesn't really synergize with this one here. Do I need that many stun and whatnot? Probably not. So I could probably do away with that. Now Shadow Sword is a very nice DPS because it hit multiple targets. It's like an AoE kind of multi-strike if you play Path of Exile. That doesn't really leave me a lot of room for maneuver because normally I'll pick the roaster because it will land more fire to things around me, and it's kind of nice because shatter the frozen heart with that, and if I freeze things it will shatter some things. So that is probably what I will go for this particular setup in hell. Monster wise, I'll get some mage, and I think this is the one that jump onto you. Succubus is the one that always been teleporting around. It's not hard, but it's just annoying. So that is fine. This is hard stuff, man. So what is this? About doesn't left. So this is the one that you have to do anger management, and if you are being boxed up by then, good luck to you because it does an insane amount of AoE if you try to hit them too fast. Burning Whooper is annoying, and this one hit rather hard as well. So with the Horror Archer, that is nice to have an Aegis or any shield that go along to mitigate any damage from those people. Or monster, sorry. So now the next bit is to arrange this thing to my order of preference, because at the end of the day, demon does burn mana, and when mana being burned, you need to sort of take care of the mana part of it. You could actually use mana potion while you are in a dungeon by right clicking to them, but then there will be a cast time while you open this menu. So there's pros and cons if you don't put it onto hotbar. Hotbar is instant, otherwise you cast it by holding the right click here and on this potion, and it could take a couple of seconds to do that. My priority wise, I think, and I think the DPS is very super important. Crimson armor is very important. Crimson armor is very important. Heartbreaker is also, I think the shield is more important in a sense. Well, Heartbreaker actually. Roaster is another DPS, so I would say this one. So if my mana get burned, it will then, you know, my card will get disabled one by one, something like that. Alright, so let's go in. Yay! Pro tip, click the cap lock. They'll show you all the monster and all. Hold the shift key if need to. Yeah, so the first one usually a bit hard. This is a glutton. Hang on. This is what I mean. This guy is the one that is hard because they would do a lot of insane AoE, and you are not supposed to hit them too much. So I'm getting away from them a bit. Just, you know, buy myself a little bit of like time. So the first one is very hard usually. Super duper hard. But once you clear the first wave, it's not as bad. Yeah, so, you know, usually the best thing is don't panic. Just take a look at what kind of like monster you have, and sometimes just let you. This guy is gone. So I use the heal as well. Yep. So Glutter is the one that's been causing a lot of trouble to me. Burning Whooper is the one that you need to keep hitting them basically. The fire that I have will burn their golden heart, but just don't let them get too close to you because it will be rather you know, annoying as well. So this one, you know, anger management, this guy a bit, hit a bit, run a bit, hit a bit, run a bit, hit a bit, run a bit, and see, I hit too much, it'll get like a... Okay, that's interrupt. Okay, done. So you get a drift. Initially, usually it's quite exciting. So I use up a few potions, I use up a few like you know, bombs as well. So this is the one that's super annoying, and when they hit you, and sometimes you can't really like you know, like avoid because it's just how the thing goes. The fire thingy. Interrupt. All right. Done. Whoa, the fire thingy. It's really annoying, the fire. Yeah, but I think you just need to get, you know, somehow you'll get it out of the way. Yeah, one-on-one is alright. Just dodge a bit, you know, pull back a little bit, you can dodge. It's not that hard. The rest of it should be okay. There are other casters as well, be careful. Now this is the burning. This is the one with the golden heart. You know, it will spawn minion, but the fire actually got good against them, I think. If I get it wrong, if I get it correctly. Yeah, okay, so the rest of it rather nice. Now, this is not the end of it, although this is the exit of the dungeon. There is actually area as well, because you can see that there are undiscovered prizes. Potion, I'm full. So I go and heal myself, pre-heal myself. Oh man, this guy is super annoying. I mean, it's good to pull back a bit because I think as long as you stay away from the fire, you're fine. Yeah. Of course, you could actually do the ice thingy, and nothing wrong with that. Ice is nice as well. It's interesting because I've never used the. Oh wow, there's a pullback. Don't get stuck with them. So I'm going to use the ice bomb and try to free some of them. And once it's frozen, it will not be angry. That is from my experience. Interrupt. Okay, done. So it's a lot faster if you do the ice bomb on them. It's just a bit of tips and tricks that you learn once you start playing it. You know, you kind of know what's happening. Okay, so this is bad news because I've the shield is gone, essence is gone, blaze storm is okay. So the this one is gone, this one is gone. There's nothing I can do here. Actually, I can do a reject. I can do a divine potion to protect myself, or I can do like a frozen thing maybe, or I could okay, that's fine. heal myself. There's a lot of like yeah, actually I'm a bit too anxious to come over this side because I didn't know what is here. It could be rather you know, bad as well if I'm not careful. Alright, so yeah, just scary of these guys before I might you know, get the boss. Okay, do a heal. Okay, he's over that side, fine. Okay, so he's here. Yeah, you don't have to dodge these guys, but it's kind of good practice. Especially the shield is gone. And this is it.
Go to hell.
Yeah. Some people say that they are already in hell, so what is go to hell? Well, you know, it's just a game. Okay, so that is done, and I could bring this back and bring the karma back. I can take away this guy and bring back my favorite shield. Ooh. Alright. Done. That is level. Clear the level. Second level of 3. Okay, let's see. So far, no good loot yet. And let me just... Whoa! You see what I mean? This is very scary stuff, man. This is very, very scary stuff. And I'm going to shield myself in just a bit. Oh, wow. I got... Oh, wow. So I'm going to shield myself and the... It's just too many of them. These are very, very bad stuff. So I use up quite a few potions, but they get slowed down by my fire and ice, whatever it is. Yeah, that was pretty exciting. A bit scary. Yeah, legendary, and that is what I'm playing for. By the way, let's hope there's a good one there. Fun time. Pre-heal myself. Succubus at the back. I can't do anything. I just have to... Let's just do away with this guy. Okay, so it's a bit of like multitasking. You know, sometimes you have to switch your target manually. Okay, cards getting disabled. The dagger... oh, none of this. Ice bomb is gone, so I take away the ice bomb. I do poison here. Okay, fine. I'm going to throw some poison here and there. Whoa! Glutton is there. This is not good. I have no choice but to... I can pre-shield myself. So basically, I pre-shield myself with the red tier. Okay, I heal myself first. This is like a, you know, have a heal regen kind of thing. So I use my karma essence to break out from the, you know, frozen and whatnot. Right. Then another phase. All the bosses are multiple phases, and the oh, there's Alocopios, is it? Don't know. Okay, pre-heal myself. Doesn't use up a lot of mana, so it's kind of nice. Interrupt. And you see my multi-strike is really cool. It just keep hitting multiple targets. You know, that's nice, just nice.
Go to hell.
And they in hell already. Anyhow. So these are the big one. Just collect some loot here and there. Done. Yay. Oh, these guys again, huh? It's so easy to trigger them because I'm using the fire thingy. So if they walk on fire, they will get a little bit like, you know, it's hard to manage the anger. But of course, you know, remember you can hold the shift key as well. It will stop the auto attack, just in case you're not quite sure why there's, you know, why you're attacking them while you're not. Because you know, there's an auto attack like right now here. you know, it will actually auto attack without me having to click onto anything. But you can disable that, of course. See, I block as well. It's kind of nice to tell you. It get blocked, it get deflected and stuff like that. So, yep. I can heal, of course. Then again, you know, it's nice. Actually, I quite like the healing card. I've never used that before. It's my first time doing it, to be honest. And it doesn't really use up a lot of like a mana thingy. Yeah, the archer is hurting quite badly. If not for the shield, it will be rather bad because there are quite a number of them as well. I can heal myself, and there you go. Remember, break some barrels. Sometimes you kind of forget that you need to open all these things when in the heat of the moment. Yeah, move the mouse over the cards as well. You know, unlike games like Diablo or other games, you know, you have to manually, like, you know, be aware of where the hearts are. So it's kind of fun. It's not something that you just keep, like, you know, rotating the same kind of thing. Like some other ARPGs, it doesn't matter what kind of mob type, you do the same rotation and you are awesome. Some like kind of like lazy kind of thingy, just doing the same thing again and again. Nothing wrong with that. I play stuff like that too when I play like Diablo 3. You know, basically, you know, majority of the time you just manage your cooldown, exact same rotation, doesn't matter what it is, just avoiding the one shot and stuff like that. But this game is not the type. It is, you have to manually be aware what's around it, kind of thing. So okay, the last level is going to be a rather large one, so I suppose there'll be some kind of like you know, going back and forth. I use a freezing bomb because I know I don't really have a lot of time, a lot of space to move, because I can't really move backward too much. So you see, it is working out pretty well for me. This kind of like a whooper, they hit rather hard, to be honest. You know, you don't want them to be close to you. They seems a bit. This guy charges you, but you can actually let them charge, and they charge onto the, you know, the friend here. So it's kind of interesting, huh? So you can actually, you know, it's not like other game, you know, like Path of Exile or whatnot, just one shot everything and be merry about it. You just have to be aware of what you're against, and if you're playing smart, it's rather fun. So this guy is going to run, and I'm just going to like avoid a little bit, let him run to me, and he got stunned himself. That's cool. Pick up some hearts while you're at it. So there's a goal there. Alright, legendary golf gathered. So this guy's going to run, and he's going to run onto the, you see? He's going to jump to the boss. See what I mean? So it's interesting. You have to like be aware of what's around you, rather than, you know, doing the same thing again, and try not to get hit by this guy, of course. Yep. Collect some heart. The other one is actually quite, it's hitting me quite hard actually. Let me just pre-heal myself a little bit. I don't need that. Yeah, you try not to get hit by them as well, because you get stunned. A little bit of awareness is kind of like nice and interesting. Just keep it fun. Ingredient is where the prizes come in. I've got quite a lot of prizes. Interrupt. Pull back a little bit. You never know. You don't want to get stunned by them. They hit really hard. So these are the archer. I've got a shield to block it. You see a shield blinking, it means that it is in action. So you can see what cards are working behind the scene. You can see the multi-strike is working behind the scene, Heartbreaker is working behind the scene, and Roaster is working behind the scene. But the Crimson Armor is not, because I'm not being hit, right? It only happens when I'm being hit. Again, see, there you go, right? So this is fun stuff, man. You have to be aware of what is, so you go behind the mob. So that's why I like this game. A lot of like micromanagement a little bit, but I'm loving it. someone is going to rush, and he's going to, and you see what I mean? He jumped to the other guy, he stunned the other mob for me. So you can use it to your advantage, or you can interrupt them if you can. But he was just too far away for me to interrupt, so I'm not able to do it. So I'm going to throw some bombs here because it's just taking a while. It speed up the thing, and I've got a lot of gold anyway. You require recharge. Alright. Oh man, this dungeon is different from the one I had before because there aren't really a lot of casters, but there are a lot of this kind of like burning whooper that is very hard to kill off. You need quite a fair bit of DPS, which I think I'm alright because I've got the Shadow Sword, I've got the Roaster as well. Could have been better though, but because I've got heal, so there's nothing I can do. That one is not DPS. Okay, so again, see, that guy gets stunned. Yeah, just stay away from his fire. See, he healed himself anyways. There's no point keep clicking onto him. Interrupt this guy and so be it. Because they will keep hitting onto you, so let me just throw some bombs again. I mean, you know, no harm. There's another goat coming my way. Oh wow, that guy hit quite hard as well. Heal myself. See, the multi-strike is really useful. Not quite sure whether you guys can really see the effect of it. Is that, you know, I can. Oh wow, it's gonna curse me from that far. Ice Bomb is gone. Oh, Essence is gone as well. So let's see. Ice Bomb is gone. Let's do something else. I'm going to do maybe fire or no sting bomb, and I can't use the karma thingy, and I'll just in view of that I'll probably do something different. Let me try to see what I can do with this one. Yep, I can. You have to be careful though. Sometimes it could mean that you may not have enough like couldn't run away from it. Not enough mana to do things. What I mean is, see, the guy is super annoying, and some of my cards are being arranged. Rearrange, so you need to interrupt. So sometimes there's a need to interrupt, so you know. It's a lot of mobs, so the bomb is really going to good places. And my bomb ricochet as well. There's a chance to ricochet, so that's nice. Now this one I have to stay into the circle in order to get the. This is going to charge me. I can't really interrupt this guy, so let me just get rid of this guy first because it's getting super annoying, and this one as well. Ooh. Alright, so he hit himself. That's fine. Okay, now I just continue with the boss and the. I cannot get rid of this guy, can I? Maybe I should get rid of this guy. Priority. But this guy keeps charging and it's take a lot of health as well, so. Yeah, I see he get frozen by my frozen flail. That's kill. Very effective. See? You get affected by it, I think. Okay, so now let me pull back a little bit. This dungeon is one of the more like a tedious one because of all this high health kind of monster, and if you are not really having a lot of like you know, DPS, it's kind of getting a little bit hard as well. So okay, I think it is fine. Okay, very fine, very nice. Okay, now with that said, let me just move some card around. I don't need that. Let me bring this one back in. I think the rest of it is fine. Okay, fine. Very good. Another kind of card. Wonderful. This is so different from the one I had before. I mean, you know, although both are hell But because of the monster type is different, the card that you use tend to be different as well. And these guys just keep hitting themselves into the wall. What's up, mate? That looks like a boss, man. Seriously, I think that's a boss. I try not to get there because my card will be cursed. Okay, final round. Let's see what I'm being cursed. Yep, Jelly Leg Wallace. Okay, cluster exception. Okay, okay, no effect. Oh man, this guy is like super annoying. So I need to slowly get rid of this guy. Interrupt. Duh. Okay, so let's go back there. Oh, break shield. You have to break the shield. Yep. Not a hard one, not many phase. I mean, you know, it's kind of good because like every time the boss is different as well, depending on how many, you know, how many phases they have. Some of them have only 3 phases, that is easy. Some of them could be like, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 and whatnot. That could be a little bit tedious as well. So it's nice, all in good. Okay, so that is, well, I still have something that I have not collected. I have a chest, I have gold. There could be somewhere outside the other side. You see a sparkle on the screen, by the way. It tells you, you know, where you may have missed out something. And you could actually exit the dungeon and re-enter again from the beginning, so you know things get a little bit faster. Or you could just like me, just retrace a little bit, kind of thing. And I don't know, man. I probably have been you know, just missed out in some bizarre way. Probably just being stupid, you know. You could actually re-enter from the back, you know, kind of thing. And the oh, you can't, can you? Yeah, normally you could. I think because I haven't discovered or completed the dungeon, you know, kind of thing. So, well, too bad. I think it's somewhere along the way I must have missed it in the heat of the moment. So I think just to recap, you know, I always like to just reflect on the game itself. This is a rather good game. I can't enjoy it. A little bit scary moment at the beginning when I'm surrounded by those mobs that would require anger management, because if you keep hitting on them, they'll keep healing themselves. They will keep like you know, exploding and whatnot. The chest is right there, man. Good. And I think the heal is also quite nice, because with the heal, I've got quite a nice heal regen. I just need to click it every time, so it's not bad. It's just that I don't have a nice card for heal. So I'm very interested to know what kind of legendary I have in the end. Okay, so that's done. Visit town. So I've got, you know, I think I've got quite a good progress here. Let's see what kind of card I have, shall we? 2 cards only. Let's start with the blue one. Truth Rune, a bit disappointing. And this one here, man, fingers crossed. Give me something good, man. It's good stuff. So, Coupe de Grace. Wow, this is like the Black Widow kind of like power, isn't it? What does that do? Better chance to hit ghosts, that is useless. Frozen monster receive double damage from standard hits. That could be rather interesting. Compare the one that I have right now. You know, if I look at the one right now, it is better chance to dodge skeleton. Now, this is actually rather good because dodging skeleton, I think, is more important than hitting ghost, because there are hardly any ghosts around. And dodging skeleton, there's a lot of skeletons around. You saw it in the last dungeon. There's some skeletons as well. Better chance to dodge them is actually pretty good. But you know, I will just go ahead and upgrade this guy here to show you guys how the upgrade works, because that's what I usually do when I get one of the card upgrade, is to do that. So I've done that, and let me see what I can do here. I can charge my card because I've used up some bombs, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, I mean that is fine. Let me just go in to fuse the runes. This is it's a level 3, so I am going to downgrade. Okay, there are a couple of things I can do. So the first thing I could do is that this guy here, Cop de Grace. I need the Moon, Death, Death, Annie. So I need 2 death. This death rune, 1, then 2. So okay, 2 death, and I can upgrade this guy because I've got Moon and Death, and 1 more. Either one is fine. I have no preference actually. So yep, let's upgrade that. All right, and I could further upgrade that, you know. Wow, so many death rune. If I further upgrade that, I need 3 more. So you know, better chance to hit blah blah blah. Frozen monster receive double hit. It's the same thing. So you know, I tell you what. I mean, why not? Why not? Right? 2 death and okay. So I need. Okay, fine. I need to fuse them. 2 death. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 of this guy, and then 1 of this guy, and that's it. I've got the okay. I can upgrade the this guy Crop de Grace into 2 death and 2 truth, and that is it. 50,000 upgrade. So I, in case that become a mandatory to use, I will have rather good chance to, yeah. So that used up a fair bit of my runes, but I still got quite a lot of runes and gold this day, so it's not my my concern here. So yep, that is it. Usually that's what I do after, you know, the game. It's not a lot of inventory management. Anyway, I got 75 prizes. I'm hoping to reach level 50, and now I open all of them at one shot. But it's getting a little bit scary because with that many prizes at stake, and you've seen how the game goes, it could be rather scary at some moment. You may stand a chance to lose everything here. But well, that is a story for another day, and I thank you very much for watching. Have fun playing Book of Shadow, or just a Book of Demons, or you watch me play, same thing. Alright, bye.